I believe in God maybe 6 months. Before I started to believe, I used to be angry really quickly, and now I'm not. That's what God changed in my life. Jesus is for me, he's like my brother. He saved my life, and he is also my king.
Jesus changed my life when I was 14 years old, which... That's about when the video was filmed. That was 10 years ago, and it's been haunting me since. I first met Jesus through his people, through the Fusion ministry in my local church, right here in this town of Frýdlat nad Ostravicí. At that time, I had no idea Christians or the church had anything to do with Fusion. Had I known, maybe I would have changed my mind about joining. Because as someone who comes from a non-Christian family, I had all kinds of false images about God, Christians, and especially the church. I used to think that Christians are people who have a list of things that they must do in one hand and a list of things that they must not do in the other hand, and I didn't really know much. But when I first came to Fusion, what I noticed was the relationships they had with one another. And I immediately noticed there was something different in them. I noticed that they were genuinely interested in me, wanted to get to know me, and loved me without even knowing who I was. And I was like, what is it that they have that I don't have? And so I started reading the Bible with one of the leaders, who is now a JV staff member, and originally just to make him happy, you know. But then he asked me a question, Pavel, what you've read in the Bible, how does it relate to your own personal life? And I was like, bruh, what do you mean my personal life? Bible is like thousands of years old. But that moment changed everything for me because I took that as a challenge. And later on, I read that God is able to change someone's character. And all of a sudden it became personal because at that time, I used to struggle with anger a lot. I used to throw things at people and be really vulgar and scream and hurt people. And then I would always regret it because I knew that I would hurt the people that I love. And so one day when I was reading the Bible, I told God that I don't want to live my life on my own anymore and that I want to start a new life with Him. And in that moment, God took my anger away from me and replaced it with love towards other people. He took the energy that I put into anger and replaced it with zeal to follow Him and to share His love with others. I believe that God is still changing the lives of young people today, and it is my privilege and now honor to be a part of His movement in Central and Eastern Europe and in this region.